GPRS Enterprises of Canada uses cutting-edge ground-penetrating radar technology to accurately locate rebar, post-tension cables, electrical conduits, voids, and other various targets in concrete slab and walls. Each project that GPRS undertakes is seen as a complete process of working with the client to meet and exceed expectations. Communication is the fundamental cornerstone of any concrete scanning application. We identify the unique parameters and requirements of each project with your team and come up with innovative ways to make sure the critical infrastructure within the slab is not compromised when cutting, coring, anchoring, or saw cutting. Our concrete scanning process begins with identifying the metrics for each concrete application. Are you anchoring, cutting, or coring? What will your anchor embedment be? How large is the proposed core diameter? Simple questions like these help GPRS technicians provide clear and easy to interpret markings in the field before any penetration of the slab occurs. Scan areas can be made larger in order to avoid heavily reinforced or congested areas, provide flexibility of core or anchor placement, and to make sure there is a high degree of safety when destructive work begins. After this initial information is gathered, we begin by scanning with either of our two antennae that every technician is equipped with on every single project. The first is a standard 1600 MHz antenna, which is around the size of a roller skate and can achieve depth penetration through a single side of concrete of up to 24 inches depending on various slab conditions and the density of reinforcing steel in the area. The second antenna is a 2000 MHz palm antenna, which is much more compact and helps with scanning around obstructions, strapped conduits, and close to walls where most core locations are proposed. Each location is thoroughly inspected, as location accuracy within concrete is extremely important when considering the risks involved. Accuracy tolerances are within a quarter inch from the center of each target, and markings representing what is inside the slab are made to add an additional half-inch margin of safety on critical utilities such as conduits. Flexibility is a major advantage to using GPR technology, as scanning can take place on vertical or horizontal surfaces, and from both sides of a wall or slab, as well as on most uneven surfaces. There are no safety risks associated with GPR as opposed to X-ray. The equipment runs on self-contained battery power units, and there is no noise or harmful radiation emitted during the survey process. Each location is then swept with a radio detection locator as a final double check to ensure that there are no live conduits in the area. The final step on any scanning project is detailed communication with a representative from your team upon completion. We do an extensive project walkthrough and want to make sure that all findings are clearly conveyed and understood before any work begins. Reporting options also provide an additional vital component to each project and allow for a detailed record and reference after we have left the job site. Our goal is to provide you with the information needed to keep your cutting, coring, and anchoring projects running smoothly, quickly, and with minimal cost and unexpected surprises.